What's up, everyone? Timothy here, aka FCFan21, bringing you week 5 already of the MMC. Time is really flying in this league, I feel like. And this week we take on Paddy, or Patrick, coach of the Kingdras. Last week we booked a very important W over Stars. If you haven't seen that video, I suggest you pause it and take a look back in the playlist because it was a doozy and a half, I'd say. Um, but this week, like I said, we take on I think, one of the better coaches in the league with Patrick, or Paddy, our the MMC. Yeah, there's a word ringing in my head that should give a better understanding about what I want to say. But let's say he is the local drunk of the MMC, to put it that way. As of course him being an Irishman, yeah, Irishmen being drunks, it's a running gag. So yeah, Paddy is, like I said already, a very talented coach. I don't think the standings really reflect his quality as a coach because he is currently 2-2 with a -3 differential. And he's currently in 9th position, so on differential. And right now, me and Renegade are soaring high, 4-0 both. He's +10, I'm +9. So, like I said, I think one more victory in the final 4 games will ensure that playoffs would be in our reach. So, let's have a look at Paddy's team, shall we? Like I said, he's a talented coach, and I really think his team reflects that. Iron Valiant, Zygarde, Entei, Ogerpon Wellspring, Mega Manectric, Avalok, Ursaring. Everything is able to do massive damage, and with some great bulk with Avalok and Overquill, Jirachi, and even the Ogerpon, honestly, and Togekiss. I feel like his team is very hard to break down. Two obvious Terra Captains in Entei, Terra Fire, Normal, and Grass. Fire for Stab, Normal for Terra, boosted Extreme Speeds, and Grass for the coverage for Water, I think. And Avalok being Ice, Water, and Ghost. Ghost being there mainly for not being able to be hit by fighting type moves, I think. Oh, sorry. So, very scary team. What do I bring against it this week? Oh no, first we look at what I think he'll bring. This 6, basically. Jirachi is just annoying with Syringa's Iron Hats or Heart Stamps or whatever. Entei as the hard-hitting breaker. Avalok as a spinner. And Terra goes Body Press. Valiant as a great offensive piece. Zygarde as a great offensive piece. And of course the Ogerpon as a great offensive piece. But basically he has got a team that, yeah, you can bring all 6, you can bring all 10 of these Pokemon, basically. So now, what do I bring? First off, we bring a somewhat bulky Mega Steelix, max HP, 116 attack, with Adamant Nature and 144 in Spadef. Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Dragon Tail, and Stealth Rocks. I can always live a hit from Zygarde, and I can Dragon Tail out if he is a Coil or a Dragon Dance set. Earthquake and Heavy Slam are just doing massive damage into his team. And Stealth Rock are, of course, nice to have on his side of the field. I think he only has Togekiss and Avalok as removal, so that's why I wanted Rocks. And yeah, Heavy Slam for Valiant, Earthquake for the Jirachi and the Entei. Overquill gets Earthquaked, Dragon Tail into the Ogerpon, Wellspring because I don't have much better for it. EQ into the Manectric, Heavy Slam into the Togekiss, and Avalok, or depending on what his Terra type will be, and Ursaring I'm not really all that worried about with Mega Steelix. Butler the Indeedee, very offensive, max speed, timid nature, Scarf. I am going max speed in case of Zygarde. Going +1, I can still at least speed tie it. Expanding Force, Scarf, Terra Psychic. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Only the Overquill can really take that thing pretty well. I can trick my Scarf into a setup Zygarde or a defensive Jirachi into a defensive Overquill. A Avalok doesn't like to get Scarfed. And Expanding Force just hits incredibly hard. Fire Feast to Chiyu. Fire Fist to Chiyu. Assault Vest because his special attackers are limited to Togekiss and Mega Manectric, which I take on pretty well with an Assault Vest. Flamethrower, Dark Pulse, Overheat as damaging moves, and Flame Charge. Also kind of a damaging move, but doesn't do all that much from a Chiyu. But it will boost my speed up one stage, so I can take on everything a little bit better. And luckily for me, there's nothing to take either Flamethrower or Dark Pulse for. There's nothing on the team that take both Flamethrower or over Dark Pulse. Not very effective. So yeah, set up a Flame Charge, do massive damage, Chiyu. I bring the most annoying Celesteela set that I could come up with for this week. I bring max defensive, Bold Nature Celesteela, Air/Protect, Toxic, Leech Seed with the leftovers. So basically, be annoying over time, whittling down opponents. I am still debating shortly before the game if I want to bring block over something so I can trap something in, because his pivoting options are a bit limited, I'd say. His Mega Manectric, of course, gets Volt Switch, but that's not really one of my targets. The Ogerpon Wellspring does get U-Turn, which is one of my targets. What else does he have that could pivot out? Not sure if Togekiss can pivot out. It gets Baton Pass. And Jirachi gets U-Turn, and everything else does not have an option of pivoting out. So yeah, a block might work incredibly well on this set, but I really have to think about it if I want to do that, and what move will I be dropping, because if I drop Air Slash, I am very vulnerable to taunt. If I drop Protect, I might be he might be able to break me down too easily, because Entei does big damage into me still. If I drop Toxic, I drop one of my main ways of dealing damage, and same goes for Leech Seed. So still have to think about it, what I want to do there. Rosemary the Florius, special defensive, Moonblast, Wish, Defog, Aromatherapy. So yeah, this thing is here to support the team, keep things healthy with Wish, defog away hazards, and keep my Pokemons healthy. Entei, of course, can spread burns pretty easily with Sacred Fire. Besides that, Paddy has a glare option on the Zygarde. Thunder Wave is very annoying with flinches from Togekiss and Jirachi, so keeping my Pokemon's status free might be very important this game. And last but not least, we bring Yuki Onna. Dedicated lead set, triple axle poltergeist Destiny Bond spikes with a focus sash. Get a layer of spikes up. Click Destiny Bond to take my attacker down with me. Yeah, very basic, I think. So these are the 6 Pokemon that I'm going to bring. I'll make contact with Paddy and let's jump into the battle, shall we? So here we are with Patrick. He brings kind of what I thought. Mega Mane and Overquill are definitely not something I had in mind for in the first place, but he did surprise me. The spanking is something we talked about in Discord. He said I definitely know who's getting I'm sure that someone's getting spanked, and I think we both think we are getting spanked by the other. So yeah, I have a dedicated lead in Frostlass that only Overquill is kind of ruining, and I can see him lead with that. Does he have any? That's something else. Don't mind that. Removal with them. Togekiss and have a look are not there, so any of my hazards are permanent, which is nice. Could also lead in DD though, and just dish out tremendous damage with Terrapsychic expending force into Zygarde. I do lots. Yeah, only if he's banded he can kill me. Oh, that's the wrong. Wellspring, spanked. Valiant. Yeah, okay, knockoff spanks me. I'm gonna close this tab and this one as well because it just makes me misclick all the time. Overquill offensive definitely kills me. I could just go Celesteela or Steelix. I don't know. Overquill into Frostlass. And if it's not offensive but Spike Setter, I live. Huh. Nice. Entei, okay. Entei should not be able to outspeed me. And I believe it doesn't get any multi-hit moves. Yeah, for some reason this keeps showing up, and I also deleted this. It's whatever. Entei, does it get any multi-hit moves? I do not believe so. Not on the physical side, and I can't think of a special move that hits multiple times. Tachyon Cutter, but Fire Spin. I don't see anything, so I'm just getting a layer of spikes up. Ah, come on! That's so toxic. I mean, it was a 50-50 in the end, so... Yeah, I mean, shit happens. Do I want to see Entei? Sacred Fire kills. Yeah, surprise there. Let's see, Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu. If he's Choice Bandit, he does do a lot. I think I go in DD to force it out. Because I think that's the best thing I can do right now. Because if I go into Mega Steelix, Sacred Fire won't kill me in any way, shape or form, but I do not want to risk the burn just yet, so... I mean, the overquill switch is pretty obvious, but I don't feel like I can go for that play at this moment, so I need to force this thing out, and I didn't even check, did I? Yeah, I need to click this. The overquill is the obvious switch, of course, but like I said, I feel like I cannot take the risk of him staying in, me clicking Draining Kiss, and me getting bodied, so... Oh, and I forgot to put in my nicknames. Ah, damn, everything is falling apart today. He stays in. He gives me Entei. Okay. Overquill. And let's see, Overquill. Let's say Rain set into Mega Steelix. Yeah, it doesn't do all that much. And I threaten a kill on offensive, but I reckon this thing is defensive. So, yeah, it probably doesn't do all that much. And I still can threaten a kill against max HP, so... He sets up his spikes, which is fine. I reckon he'll switch out into Wellspring. Well, got that right. And everything without boots, so Manectric, Overquill, and Wellspring for sure are taking each around 25%, I guess. I have Celesteela as a very obvious switch into that, so I mean, I can show you because I do create content, so I think this is something I need to do. Here, an 11.9% chance to 3-hit me, and I can 2-shot it back. I can Toxic Protect. So yeah, this is definitely fine. 34. So this is offensive. What would he switch into me? I mean, the Manectric makes the most sense, I guess. Entei being gone is huge for me, so I am very glad that thing is gone. Not sure why he let it go that easily. Yeah, there we go. That is 24%. Leech Seed. And Protect. I always protect her. Why? Because, yeah, you'll see. Curious to see if he goes for the electric type move or the fire type move into me. I mean, electric makes sense, but it does give me a free switch into my Mega Steelix. Intimidate, that's fine. Flamethrower. That's also very fair. I am back at max full health, and that thing is pretty much drained. He has Flamethrower. If he is max modest, he cannot kill me, but there's no freaking way in hell I'm staying in. Let's say Chiyu takes it. Very fine. If I go for Mega Steelix, the Flamethrower is a 2-shot, so I am not doing that. I am going into Chiyu, I guess. Also Florges is a switch. Baits out the Overquill. And into Overquill, I am pretty sure that's the... Oh. Mega main neck. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Volt switch, to be expected. How much does Overquill do into me? Whoa, that's offensive. Overquill, Spike. Barbarage is doing over 50% if he is gunk shot. Straight up kills, okay. I did Wellspring, okay. I mean, knockoff. I mean, that's fine, I guess. I don't think it's amazing, of course, but I think I'll keep chipping him down this way. We check Wellspring, knock into Florges, not Florges, Stew. He did 30, yeah, that's probably jolly max attack. So an Air Slash might actually take him out. He's at 63. 63. So Air Slash does have a over 50% chance to kill. He knows I have Leech Seed. Everything he switches in takes Leech Seed, but not everything takes Toxic because of Overquill. Overquill does take 24% health of hazards, so I think Air Slash is the right play here. He has seen Leech Seed and Protect, so he knows I'm a defensive set. I mean, this is singles, so no one runs Protect on an offensive set in singles, normally. I mean, oh, he gives me it. Nice. Let's go Celesteela. And I get a defense boost, which is great. Does bait out the Mega Maniac trick. Mega Maniac trick. And so a +1 defense. Yeah, that's not doing anything, of course. He does have one switch in left against me. I want to see what he clicks. Because I reckon he'll go for the Volt switch. But I just want to be sure what he does. Celesteela is doing great so far. First of all, it's forced a lot of switches, or at least some switches. It took out the Wellspring. I mean, anything. Yeah, there's no reason to run Sashed Valiant, right? Flamethrower again. I have a plan. He probably goes for... Oh! Okay. I click Wish here. To keep my Celesteela healthy. Or... He went for T-Bolt because it does more damage. I can get Steelix in for free. Noise, I guess. Because the half of 359 is 150, 175, 177. So basically going back up to full. Nice. And after an earthquake, yeah, there's nothing that really wants to take it, so yeah, that's to be expected. He lets this thing go down. I am getting chipped down, but Chiyu hasn't hit the field yet, but also doesn't have the greatest matchup. I still have Scarf Chiyu. I don't see anything on Vel. I am at 35%. Mega Steelix at 35. 124, that's 123 actually. Against a Valiant. CC is a KO. I don't think I need this, so I'm clicking Heavy Slam. Close combat. Even if he is locked in, indeed he kills. Close combat. Terra Psychic shouldn't kill me. Does bring in the Overquill again though. If I go into Celesteela, CC at 38.3 shouldn't be able to kill me unless he's banded. How much does he do against Forges? 21. Yeah, after spikes I need kills. There isn't something he can click that hits harder, so I'm clicking Lead Sheet. Live one hit, whittle this down, get more information, because Scarf, Indeedee, and Chiyu look promising to take out the Zygarde and the Overquill. This thing is already chipped down because of hazards, so he takes another 18% on switch in, and the only thing is I cannot make sure if this thing is scarfed or not. Yeah, if Chiyu gets to +1 speed, and yeah, Chiyu can only get to +1 against the Overquill, I think. I mean, the situation isn't all that dire though. By the way, Mega Steelix is gone, so T-Bolt. Oh, okay. That means he's not choiced. Let's see, Indeedee. Psychic. Draining Kiss. At -1. Kills from here, cool. Overquill. Defensive. Doesn't take all that much though. And Zygarde. Doesn't take all that much as well. Am I going for the double? I don't know what this item is. One flame charge from Chiyu. Shoots. Yeah, I'm going into Chiyu. Force this thing out with Scarf Expanding Force threat. Probably into Overquill, because why wouldn't he? He knows I do have the Expanding Force. I took the Entei with it. I am definitely... What's he gonna do? Yes! Got that prediction right. And Chiyu against Zygarde. Flame Charge. %, but that's 3% should be more. Is this the coil set? Let's see. Dark Pulse. Not enough to... Oh, wow. Not good, not good, not good indeed. Can indeed kill with Trading Kiss? No, it cannot. I have to click Expanding Force here because, well, 42%. No, I'm not. But he cannot kill me right away with 1000 arrows. Chiyu does get straight O code. So yeah. Keeping this healthy. Or at least not giving this thing a free switch in again. I mean, against Patrick, I think I've been playing solid. Not amazing. Oof. %. Either I low rolled or this thing is Spadef AF. How much did Chiyu did, by the way, with Dark Pulse? 37. This is Spadef. So do I have a shot of killing? I might max roll. And otherwise it's a GG. Oh, I couldn't. That's GG. Oh well. Gambled and lost. Oh well, my winless run had to end sometimes, so yeah. I'm glad it's against someone I know that's a good battler like Paddy, so again, GG's to Paddy. Let's hope I do not meet you in the playoffs, because that will make it very hard for me, so yeah. So yeah, 4-1. It's whatever, I mean. We've had a great run. And now we have to pick ourselves back up. So, yeah, it's what it is. Again, GG's to Paddy. Love the guy dearly, so I hope he had an amazing time. At least as fun as I had, because it was a very fun battle. And I hope I had surprised him quite as much as he surprised me. So, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good one. And I hope to see you all next week. Bye.